Kevin, am I getting a thumbs up, mate?
Yes.
Thumbs up. Welcome everybody to the Solidarity fundraiser on behalf of Kevin Gore's campaign here in the Lothians. I'm very privileged to be asked by Kevin to come along and host tonight's event. I think it's going to be a great event. We've got some absolutely fantastic talent here. I do want to say I had a wee bit of trepidation because I left this morning to go to university for a 9 o'clock class, and I've been out all day and I had to come straight. Gail, my wife, came and picked me up to bring me through, and then I suddenly realised that I'd created a wee bit of a problem because I was coming to Edinburgh and I wore a maroon jumper. And I thought, wait a wee minute here, what have I done now? I've got to say, I felt a wee bit better when I saw that Kevin's wearing a maroon jumper as well. In fact, I'm beginning to wonder if Matalan has been selling at my bathers, Kevin. However, I'll take the jacket off on the basis that I'm going to make up for the maroon jumper by the fact that I've bought a wee Solidarity hat.
Yeah.
And I think it's making up for the maroon jumper because I've got my wee green writing on that.
Absolutely.
I think we're managing to keep the Hearts and the Hibs, both of us, on side here tonight. So I hope that also serves as a wee plug for the hats. Very, very warm.
Absolutely.
Only £5 if you can get one later on tonight. Seriously, folks, we've got an election going to be coming up on the 5th of May, and Kevin is one of our lead list candidates across the whole of Scotland. Solidarity is a pro-independence party. Solidarity is a socialist party. Solidarity is for an independent socialist Scotland. We are making several promises in relation to this election, and one of those promises is, if we are elected, the first thing we will do within 3 months of being elected is we will present a bill for Indy Ref 2. We think that the voices in the distance that are telling us we're not ready yet, wait, hang on a bit, I've got to say to you, I think those are the voices who have probably got a decent job in a nice house and plenty of security. Yeah. Because see, the people that we are trying to speak up for, they are the ones who are the victims of Tory austerity right now. They are the ones who are low paid and relying on work-related benefits. They are the ones who are on welfare and are being hounded by that millionaire crowd down in Westminster who are cold and callous bastards as far as welfare is concerned. There is plenty of money, it would appear, for tax cuts for the millionaires, plenty of money, it would appear, to renew Trident at £167 billion, but there's no enough to give our pensioners or the unemployed or the disabled a decent standard of living. We need people in that parliament that are going to be saying we need Indy Ref 2 now, as soon as possible. We need to break the chains of Westminster, and we need to say loud and clear that independence for Solidarity isn't the end of the journey. Independence for Solidarity is only the start of the journey. It's the start of transforming Scotland from a deprived and unequal society that isn't using its wealth properly to transform it into a fairer, more equal, nuclear weapon free country that we can all be proud of. That's the vision that Solidarity candidates are taking into this election in May the 5th, and that's why it's important that we've got events like this here tonight to promote Kevin personally and to promote the party across the whole of Scotland. I am very privileged to be inviting Gerry to come up and sing first, who's someone who was born and bred in Belfast, lived a lot of his years here in Edinburgh, and I was learning something about Gerry tonight which is very apt for a discussion I was having with my wife Gail through in the car, because we got an invitation yesterday from the West of Scotland Bands Association to address the centenary rally, James Connolly Centenary rally through in Glasgow. Solidarity got this invitation and I've been personally invited to speak. And the truth is it's controversial. We're not daft, we know it's controversial. We know it's controversial because the name and the tradition of James Connolly and what the Easter Uprising was all about has quite frankly been bastardised over many, many years. It is the richest of ironies, isn't it, Gerry, that we will get many, particularly from the Protestant community, who will have a go at James Connolly and say it's a sectarian rally and it's a sectarian event, when of course James Connolly not only wasn't Irish, he was Scottish, but not only was he not a Catholic, but he was a Protestant. Someone who went to Ireland to try and unite that country and to repel an occupying imperialist nation from the shores of Ireland, and died in the process of trying, and died a very brave death, but was subject to a very callous murder, shot while he was wounded and unable to stand, shot, tied to a chair. I've got to say to those who are going to criticise us in relation to accepting that invitation, you're wrong if you think this is about sectarianism. This is about celebrating those ordinary men and women in Ireland who gave up their lives for a cause which was a cause of freedom for their country, just like we want freedom for our country. And it's important that we celebrate that. So it's with that in mind, with a man who has written a fantastic song called The Footsteps of Connolly, and I'm hoping he's going to be singing it tonight. Gerry Mulvenna is going to be our first artiste tonight, and I promise you that you are in for a treat of talent. Let's hear it for Gerry.
Thank you. You're all very welcome to this evening's cabaret of songs of freedom and social justice. It's a real pleasure to join Bobby and Kevin, and I'll introduce Sarah Macgregor, who's going to accompany us on violin throughout.
Sarah.
All right, Sarah.
First song's called Seminole Wind, and I was really surprised when Sarah coincidentally knew the song well, because it's pretty obscure. It's a sort of country song from America, but it talks about the sort of damage that's been done to the original home of the Seminole Native Americans, who were originally from Florida, but of course they were marched across America to Oklahoma. I heard it on the radio when I was in America one time when my partner at the time was visiting a guy on death row he was writing to, who was a Seminole Indian in Oklahoma. It always stuck with us. It's called Seminole Wind. Ever since the days of old, men would search for wealth untold, dig for silver and for gold, leave the empty holes. Way down south in the Everglades, where the black water rolls and the sawgrass waves, otters, eagles fly in the land of the Seminole. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long lost friend, I know who you are. Across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the guard. Progress came and took its toll in the name of flood control. They made their plans and they drained the land. Now the glades are growing dry. The last time I walked in the swamp, I sat upon a cypress stump. Listen close and I heard the ghost of Osceola cry. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow. Okeechobee, all the way up to Micanopy, blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the guy. Gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long lost friend. I know who you are. Blow, blow from the Okeechobee, all the way up to Micanopy, blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the guy. Great fun for me to dig out a few songs of my own now. I'm going to do 3 of my own from over the years. This first one I wrote back in about 1988 when life comes full circle. I used to be a student. I used to do the sing-song every Thursday night. Yeah. And that seat where Ian is there. Ian told me a couple of years later he got barred from here, but it was on management. Shush, sorry. Much younger, rasher man then. So this song, it's called 7 Days Torture. Right. It's about the PTA, which isn't the Parents and Teachers Association. Although I don't know if there's torture been to those meetings, but it was the Prevention of Terrorism Act, which was enforced then. They used to renew it once every year in the House of Lords. And so I'm sort of going back to this song because now with Islamophobia across the place now, the Muslims really have to put up with a lot more terror legislation than the Irish ever had to, and it's a lot worse, and there's no safeguards to renew it every year, so it really, what they're going through at the minute really resonates with me. So this is called 7 Days Torture, and it's sort of set back in 1988 when the troubles were still well going on, so it sort of reminds me of that time of it. So. There's a balanced view on the 9 o'clock news. It's the BBC, it must be true. Sinn Féin are on news at 10. It's lip reading time again. British justice is the best in the world on Carmen Cruella. She's quite a girl, soldier-esque and fair, handle a gun. Who needs a jury when you've got the sun? But open up your eyes, you can see right through the lies. No matter what they say, oh, it's 7 days torture on the PTA. Oh Lord, it's 7 days torture on the PTA. Oh, when you stand up for democracy, you have to take some liberties. Silence politicians and censor the press. A license to kill for the essays. On the branch open mail and the tap the phones. It's nice to know that we're not alone. Protect us from the colonies and mix. They should lock them all up at the Birmingham 6. So open up your eyes, you can see right through the lies. No matter what they say, wisdom talks nothing but sense in English, Irish, Latin and French. And the Europeans have a bloody cheek. We can't get confessions in less than a week. She won't give in, she's gonna fight the European Court of Human Rights. So open up your eyes. You can see right through the lies. No matter what they say. Oh, 7 days torture on the PTA. Oh Lord, it's 7 days torture on the PTA. They locked the door and they threw away the key. And the 4 and the 6 and the 3 are free. They locked the door and they threw away the key. And the 4 and the 6 and the 3 are free. Are we alright for the heater? Is the heater on or off? Is it?
The heater's on, right? Yeah, I want it.
You wanted it
Are
on?
you too hot?
That's too hot, isn't
Or
it?
no?
You're not warmed up yet?
Leave it on for a bit longer.
Leave it on for a bit longer.
Right.
Right. This is a song I wrote right after the referendum. And you know that feeling when we'd all been beaten, but we knew we hadn't really been beaten. And we had a spirit that we can build on. So it's called The Spirit of 2014. And it's a bit of an international song as well. Because it's not just in Scotland, there's this awakening all around the world. On a beach in Ascari, before the Catalan vote, there are flags made of people, the colours of hope. The saltire señora, the sand and the sea, in sunshine and solidarity. Land and the sea's voices spoken, from silence set free, never broken, fueled by the dreams and the spirit of 2014. Streets of Dublin, under wintry skies, the incarnation of progress, the banners held high. Oh, one placard proclaims, all hail to the mob, invokes the wisdom of James Hamilton. Oh, it's open across land and the sea, voices spoken, from silence set free, never broken, fueled by the dreams and the spirit of 2014. From the grassroots of Scotland, see the butterflies climb, feel the strength in communities, people combine, in the face of austerity, corporate greed, there's more than the rock wind blowing the day. Oh, it's awoken across land and the seas, voices spoken from silence set free, never broken, fueled by the dreams and the spirit. 2014, feel the spirit of 2014. Tommy was talking about the controversy about going to a Connolly commemoration. Just try and go into a Bobby Sands commemoration. And this song is a Bobby Sands song I wrote. Tries to sort of, for me, from my own personal point of view, try and put the peace process into context. Looking back at what happened in '81. I was just a 14-year-old boy when Bobby died. Afraid to go to school that day, I was shocked and dazed inside. Fearful for the future in a sad and wounded land. Meaning of the sacrifice I could not understand. Extraordinary deeds are done by ordinary souls. It's easy to forget this when our history is told. So climb up on his pedestal and you'll hear Bobby say, everybody has their part to play. So barely days go by when I don't think of Bobby Sands. The spirit of achievement soars beyond the 5 demands. Look down on sworn enemies who chat on Flanders fields, to a vision of the future where our wounded land is healed. Extraordinary deeds are done by ordinary souls. It's easy to forget this when our history is told. Climb up on his pedestal, you'll hear Bobby say, everybody has their part to play. Remember Bobby and everyone who died. So many grieving families, so deep the hurt inside. It's time for building bridges to lend a healing hand. The meaning of the sacrifice I start to understand. Extraordinary deeds are done by ordinary souls. It's easy to forget this when our history is told. Climb up on his pedestal, you'll hear Bobby say, everybody has their part to play. Extraordinary deeds are done by ordinary souls. Ordinary souls. Easy to forget this when our history is told. Climb up on his pedestal, you'll hear Bobby say, everybody has their part to play. to finish off this wee set, I will sing the James Connolly song later when we all get together at the end. But this is actually one of Bobby Nicholson's songs. He wrote it in the 90s, reflecting on the sort of legacy of the miners' strike. It's called Unforgiven. Get on your way, unforgiven. No more speeches as you leave, for you value this position over conscience and belief. No more lies unforgiven. How do you promise without shame? All your stances and pretensions, you're an insult to your name. Nowhere to hide, unforgiven. For I see your haunted face behind your flags of bold conviction, behind your doctrines without faith. When you sleep unforgiven, are there voices in your dreams? And do you smother them with pillows with their whisper to their scream? Go run away, unforgiven, like you did in '84. And no empty declarations, we heard them all before. We won't forget, unforgiven. When the days of hardship came, and you asked us for more loyalty, but you never gave the same. You are to blame, unforgiven. Get on your way, unforgiven.
Brothers and sisters, I'm sure you'll agree with me, the talent there was absolutely stupendous. I have to apologise before asking you to put your hands together for Gerry Mulvenna again. Please do that. I have to apologise to Sarah Macgregor because I didn't know that you were going to be accompanying Gerry, and therefore I never introduced you, and I apologise for that. I have to say that Gail and I are sitting here in awe at the beautiful sounds that you're making with that violin, because we're having to listen to our daughter, and I've got to say it's nothing like that. So I'm going to be stealing Sarah tonight, taking her back to Glasgow, and that's our one-to-one lessons for Gabrielle. No, absolutely brilliant, Gerry. The lyrics and the words and the melodies there were absolutely tremendous, and fantastic way to communicate through music. Long tradition of it in the socialist movement. But our next artist is a man who apparently he nearly left earlier tonight because I opened up the night talking about the maroon jumpers and the green hats, and their next artist was worried that I was going to talk about football because he's a Wraith Rovers supporter, so he doesn't want to talk about football. But in reality, we've got a man here, Bobby Nicholson, who has been at the very forefront of radical music for many, many years, and went down a treat recently in Glasgow at the Hope Over Fear rally, where he brought his combination of humour and strong messages through music to George Square, or Freedom Square as we like to call it, and went down a treat, and we're very, very pleased he's come along here tonight. I know he's friends with Kevin, he's here to support Kevin in his campaign. Let's hear for Bobby Nicholson.
Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, I'm going to start off with a song called Things to Do When Nothing's on the Telly.
Yep.
A few ideas for you here, but do bear in mind that I'm from Fife. When I was a little lad, I was told that I was bad. When I got in trouble with my mammy, she said that it wasn't right setting all the bins alight, just cause there was nothing in it. Chucking stink bombs on the bus, borrowing your granny's purse, mucking up the carpet with your wellies, breaking windows, building fires, letting down the neighbours' tyres. Things to do, nothing's on the telly. Chewing chewing gum all the time, memorising chart lines, standing on the flowers in the garden, eating chips and mushy peas, hopping off behind the trees, phoning Heather up and Connor Sharon, picking footballs off the cars, trying to sneak into the bars, hoping that the bar stewards didn't ken you, getting wasted on the shots, breaking laws, getting caught. Things to do, nothing's on the telly. Playing chicken in the dark, nicking out your marks and sparks, ending up with stuff that's out of fashion, leaving crumbs out for the mice, mixing up your red and whites, turning all your clays pink in the washing, spraying slogans on the walls, making bogus 99 calls, showing up to school on booze and jellies, popping pills, shooting smack, mugging strangers in the park. Things to do, nothing's on the telly. Smoking funny cigarettes, gambling on the internet, sitting on the couch and eating pizza, shouting out abusive names, filing false insurance claims, bigging up our magnet to the meter, skipping meals and jumping queues, drinking on Yankee views, buying stolen goods in Portobello, keeping up the single life, sleeping with your brother's wife. Things to do, nothing's on the telly. I didn't do that last one, right? Don't have a brother. Beating pheasants, hunting deer, catching fishes off the pier, stuffing wee canaries in the cages, chasing foxes round with dogs, dealing in prescription drugs, taxing all the fuel, capping wages, working on your handicap, wearing suits, talking crap, getting other folk to buy your berry, hanging round with dodgy mates, picking fights with Arab states. Things to do, anyone can sing along, just things to do, nothing's on the telly. Sarah's got to join me on this one. This is a song I wrote quite recently actually. It's It's a man called Willie McRae, who was murdered by the security services 30 years ago. According to the police and the authorities, it was suicide, even though he shot himself twice in the head. Anyway, it's called The Murder of Willie McRae. Former naval officer, 1923. A parliamentary candidate for Ross and Cromarty. A nationalist effort, the anti-nuclear campaign. A lawyer who uncovered a deadly list of names. Damning revelations that would shake them to the core. Fairbairn, Leon Britton, Cyril Smith and many more. The vipers and Nestor paedophiles uncovered by McRae. Judges, Lord Advocates, Secretaries of State. Corridors of Whitehall, they felled it all away. 30 years of silence since he murdered Will McRae. Happened on Good Friday in 1985. A lawyer leaves his office with a suitcase full of files. I've got the bastards this time, colleagues heard him say. But the terrorists of Whitehall had their eyes on Will McRae. He gets out to the car park to find his tyres slashed. Delayed by several hours, drives home in the dark. From Glasgow up to Wester Ross, through lonely Highland lanes. Somewhere in the darkness, they murdered Will McRae. Corridors of Whitehall, they felled it all away. 30 years of silence since he murdered Will McRae. When they found his body, no suitcase by his side. The police authorities all cried suicide. Even though the gun was found some 60 foot away, and it fired off 2 bullets to the head of Will McRae. Corridors of Whitehall, they felled it all away. 30 years of silence. Murdered Will McRae. 30 years have passed, at last we hear the truth. Operation U3 lines up the accused. And the paedophiles of government have all but passed away. The judge, the Lord Advocate, the Secretary of State. Corridors of Whitehall, they felled it all away. 30 years of silence since he murdered Will McRae. 30 years of silence, remember Will McRae. Cheers guys, thanks very much. This next song's, you've got to imagine a dog in the Kilmarnock housing estate. This next song. It was inspired by one of these BBC series that never really got off the ground. It was poverty porn series called The Scheme. Had to get pulled after a few episodes because of impending court cases. I was struck by the fact that the dog in the whole programme seemed the most sensible one, because it seemed to always try and run away from the whole situation. There's a song called Bullet the Dog. Bullet the dog. Bullet the dog. Bullet the dog. Bullet dog. Marvin gets his money every second week. He's drinking in the bar in the block. Dana isn't happy, just starting to greet, so I've zero chance of getting my walk. You want to hear the language and the verbal abuse. Marvin's getting over the phone. Bobby, all the garbage lying round the house. I can't even find my phone. 'Cause I'm the little dog, I'm the one and only. The little dog, I can tell you stories. The little dog, I'm a pure amazing. The little dog, all these cats are crazy. Well, guys get their heads kicked down the road. The neighbours getting done for skag. Dana's chucking dishes off the kitchen wall, 'cause she doesn't have enough for fags. I know what's gonna happen when he gets through the door. There's gonna be some trouble to come. I've tried to do the bowl a dozen times before, but I'm addicted to my pedigree chum. All these cats are crazy. They're always getting bothered. They're always getting collared. Yeah, I need to go back and say it. Drugs and violence, police silence, fights over football teams, drills and roadworks, wains with fireworks, smashed windows down their scheme. DWP, RSVP, SSPCA. If you think it's a dog's life, try taking this tripe every single fucking day. I can tell you stories. I'm a pure amazing. All these cats are crazy. They're always getting bothered. They're always getting collared. Well, I'm a pure amazing. All these cats are crazy. Yeah, that's when Gerry did a song earlier on, he said he wrote it just after the referendum. It's a song I wrote just after the referendum as well, but it wasn't, unfortunately, as positive as Gerry's one. I was very angry at the time, you might imagine. So yeah. What? Yeah, it's in it's deep. It's called Dear Scotland, It Wasn't Me.
Right. Wasn't me either.
Big boy did it and ran away. We just voted for another bloody war. Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
We voted to be fracked, to cap at Bomerack.
It wasn't me.
That was me. We voted to be hazed as a military base. We asked to keep their trident submarines. We didn't take a chance. We shit their tartan pants. That was me. Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Who just signed away the future their wains.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Can you look them in the eye? Cause you didn't even try. before the national health, before there was any oil left in the sea. You swallowed all the lies, you spineless 55. What's the name? What's the name? Who believed the crap for the Labour Tory pact?
Was it me?
The animals that pick on the disabled and the sick. Was it me? That was me. We should be ashamed to call this land your home. We never had the common sense to see. We cowered down and bleated like a flock of frightened sheep. Was me. That was me. Swallowed all the lies, your spineless 55. That was me. That was me. That was me. Yeah, cheers guys, I'm going to do one more song. I think we'll take a wee break after that. The script around. This is a song I wrote about the time when we're digging up half of Edinburgh to make way for the trams.
There you go.
Never seemed to be happening. And at the same time, the Edinburgh Council, in all their wisdom, decided we'd put posters up telling everyone to go to Edinburgh Zoo to go and see the pandas at Edinburgh Zoo. Even though you couldn't get there because all the roads were getting dug up to make way for the trams. It's quite ironic. I also thought it was ironic the fact that the similarity between pandas and Edinburgh politicians in general. Well, obviously, if Kev gets elected, it's easy to change anything. Exception that proves the rule. That's what I'm just a song. We'll go and see pandas. Go and see, go and see. Go and see the pandas. Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. Panda porn out on loan. Go and see the pandas. Me and you form a queue. Go and see the pandas. There's kangaroos, cockatoos, tigers and piranhas. But go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. When you go, mind the road, they're digging up the tarmac. Streets are blocked, shops are shut, but go and see the pandas. Where's the trams? What's the plans if you're looking for the answers? Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. They're overfed, they're interbred, they're antisocial bastards. You're in a house down Holyrood, go and see the pandas. The arse around, the chew bamboo, go and see the pandas. There's trees and lakes and pearly gates and funny shaped verandas. Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. Welcome to the concrete zoo. Go and see the pandas. They scrape and crawl and do fuck all. Go and see the pandas. All the while, in the mile, they're scranning your bananas. Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas. Overfed, interbred, antisocial bastards. Go and see, go and see, go and see the pandas.
Well done.
Brothers and sisters, let's hear for Bobby Nicholson! Absolutely fabulous. I'm sure all of you will agree that so far tonight we've had an absolute ball, we've had brilliant talent, absolutely tremendous, all three of you. Fantastic. Kevin, the pressure's on you, brother. But after what we've listened to so far, you're going to have to reach a high bar, but I'm sure you'll do it. We're going to have a wee break here, get yourselves a drink, get yourselves to the toilet. If you've got that nasty habit that you need to go outside today, then go and do it. Go back downstairs in.
The raffle after that.
And what do you think? 10, 15?
Yeah, then the raffle after 10 minutes. Do the raffle.
10 minutes, then we'll do the raffle. So, one you go folks. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Tommy. We'd like to start and start. We're going to see Glasgow.
We're going to do the raffle, folks, so get your tickets. Buy it ready. We've only got 500 prizes, so it might tell you well. I don't know if it'll be as long as the lone head raffle.
I hear you. I hear you.
Has everybody had a chance to buy tickets?
Where we man, I've just got the lone head raffle's just finished. It started 3 months ago. It's finished.
I'll tell Joyce that. It was a long It was.
I was clean shaven when I started and a beard when I was finished. 427, Gail, come on. What colour?
What colour? Green.
Oh, I like green.
Take the bag. 427. 427. Somebody must have it.
There towards you, Tommy.
Well, we've got a big social next month, so we're going into that one then. Recycling.
Yes.
We'll put that to the side.
Put it to the side now, somebody might claim it.
You see what they back down.
Another green one. 326.
Ah, come on.
That'll do.
The one I told you.
Oh, you've got one at the back.
Hey! Going up 20 pick for there, can you see everything?
Give us something.
Give it, there you go. What is that? Is it?
Whatever. Oh, aye. John, my hat.
There you go.
That'll do. My beanie. There, got
There
it.
you go, brother.
Tommy, could you throw up? Give me that one, please. Green. Where'd they go?
It went in the corner.
Oh, right. Next one, John.
Pink 204.
204, pink. Go to you check it out. 427 just before. Ah, right.
That's
You're the only one
Jesus.
here. We thought you might have won it.
Tommy, again. Tommy.
Oh, he's won again. Chocolates.
No, but they died. Draw again.
Give them that somebody's a present.
Give me some of that. We don't want to take a lot of time.
We thought we'll get Sarah today. She's not in politics, she's honest. So she'll do.
She plays the fiddle.
Outside solidarity should win occasionally, you know. Just occasionally.
330. Green.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what, Sarah?
3-0.
Oh, not again. Oh, come on.
Seriously?
Honestly. The ball Sarah dear, draw like you play the fiddle.
What over for your CD?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Good.
Oh, no, you can have it.
Thank you.
You're getting the mayor.
No, it's not. It's barred.
Still plenty of prizes.
Make it four. Hang on, I'll take a side book on this. We reckon she'll get 4 in a row. I've got in the odds. After all this, he gets number 4 as well.
Ones that are heated, I told you.
Green 358.
Hey! Do you want to find it still?
Oh, you want to just shout. You want top man?
Top man. Top man.
You got Jane?
Top man for top man.
Jane. Top man for a top man.
Come on, lady, that smile this time.
Next one's blue.
Can it be?
If it's in that corner of the room, I'm going home.
Pink 215.
215.
Did you say 205?
215.
215. Come on! Get the
The teddy bear. The teddy bear!
I'm getting embarrassed here, will you please stop? Stop hanging, I'll fix this.
Yes, teacher.
Do you want to tell them to behave?
Green 339.
What's that?
339 green. Yes! What would you like? Would you like some Bales and Harding, or do you want a CD or a T-shirt?
I'll have a CD.
CD. Hey, God, it's a party.
Is that
Fantastic.
Jimmy the Piper?
Jimmy the Piper, absolutely
he's
brilliant.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you very much.
Left 1, 2, 4 left, 4 prizes left.
Pink 236.
236 pink.
She won.
Yay! What would you like?
We moved from this corner to this corner.
Bales and Harding, wee lovely things. I don't know what that is. What is that?
The diamond
It's a
bracelet.
wee necklace.
Necklace and
What would you like? Necklaces. 3 prizes left, folks.
Solid stainless steel.
sorry, I'll put
Green 297.
Green 297. Green 297. No, don't be silly. What do you want? You want the calendar? There we go. Beautiful calendar. Still yes.
I'll do it. Absolutely, so yes.
Two prizes left.
That's how it's done, is it? I see.
Good luck, good
There we
result.
go. Yeah, we
Green
got it.
306.
Green 306. Green 306.
No.
That's a fact.
306.
Have I only just figured that
I think, what was the one that we had that we didn't win?
out? The referendum?
Well done! Well done!
You want to go yes to it? Yvonne, you won again?
Aye.
Was it Yvonne Macgregor?
There you go, man.
That's us, isn't it? Right, are we getting Neil and Eddie?
I thought you liked me as well. I thought you liked me. I thought,
I know one nothing. He jumped to there, and missed me out. Aye. Us.
thanks for the smile.
Folks, is everybody ready? Anybody needs to quickly go to the toilet or anything?
No, Dad,
Because once they're sitting down, that's it.
When's the Stewart's inquiry over the raffle?
Listen, we've got CID on their way, they might want to take statements. So brothers and sisters, can I just remind you, we're now into the latter part of our evening. The evening was billed as a night of songs about social justice and freedom.
Yep.
So far we have had 2 sessions which have been absolutely brilliant, and I'm sure that will be continued with our fine singer, songwriter, and top of the Lothians list If you think this guy would make a good representative for the working class of the Lothians, if you think this guy would be able to advocate on behalf of those who are maybe not got a voice, maybe can't speak up for themselves, if you think this guy is willing to go in there and stand up to the powerful on behalf of the powerless, then please get involved in the campaign to get him elected.
Yeah, come on.
Please get involved in the campaign to get him elected. Let's remind everybody, solidarity is not looking for the first vote, the constituency vote. We want you to vote for independence with the first vote. It looks like all of the polls, 22 polls in a row, have shown the SNP are going to win a majority of the Scottish Parliament on the constituency vote. A second vote for the SNP, you have to get this message across to people. A second vote for the SNP is a wasted vote that only helps the unionist parties.
Yeah.
And by the way, quick illustration. Glasgow, it is estimated that the SNP could go from 82,000 votes they got in 2011 second votes to 100,000 second votes. How many of them will count? 10,000. 10,000 will count. Because the number of votes that count in the list is divided by the number of seats you win first past the post. In Glasgow, definitely, like most other regions, SNP are going to win every one of the first past the post seats. That's 9 seats. Your list vote is divided by the number of seats you win first past the post plus 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 100,000 votes for the SNP divided by 10 equals 10,000 votes. That's 90,000 wasted votes. Please get that message across to people. If you want a pro-independence parliament, use your first vote for independence and use your second vote for independence. First vote, you want to use it for SNP, brilliant, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be voting SNP with my first vote. But the second vote, if you really believe in the cause of independence, don't waste it. Don't waste it by giving it to the SNP. Give it to Kevin Gore here in the Lothians, and let's get a socialist fighter elected to Holyrood. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Don't you think it would be a good idea if all politicians had to be able to play a musical instrument and sing to you for your vote?
I'd just like to say on behalf of the Lothians branch, thanks very much for attending tonight. It's been really good to see you, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself so far.
Yep.
Yes, thank you very much.
Got down for it. This first song, I wrote this about 3 years ago. Myself and Bobby, we do a show here during the Fringe called Gone Native, and we do every single night the Fringe, so it's something like 24 shows we do over the actual Fringe Festival. And because I spent a lot of time here in the town, there was, unfortunately, the Second Edinburgh Council in their wisdom were allowing racist and bigoted marches to come up and down the Royal Mile during the height of the tourist season, during the height of the festival. And so the Scottish Defence League and other types of sort of fascist marches were going ahead at the time. And a lot of young people were involved, and a lot of them were young Scottish people, and they were brandishing Nazi salute signs and flags and such. So it inspired me to write this song. And I called it Berlin Suicide, and it's not an anti-German song, and it's in relation to Hitler's suicide at the end of the Second World War. And it's also personal to me because my granddad was actually killed at Monte Cassino during the Second World War. It's called the Berlin Suicide. Fella lost his daddy fighting in the war against the rise of Nazism in 1944. A young man from the south side of Edinburgh town, for his loved ones and his country he laid his life down. But they're marching on our streets, knocking on our doors, looking for a mandate to settle our own score. With a far-right propaganda again to run. Rise, the phoenix from the ashes of the Berlin suicide. Was Monte Cassino, that's where that corporal died, with thousands of his comrades to give their lives. Stood up to one evil that practiced genocide. The Cameron Highlanders all fought side by side. But they're marching on our streets, they're knocking on our doors, looking for a mandate to settle our score. But the far-right propaganda begin to run. The rise of Phoenix from the ashes of a Berlin suicide. Are you followers of fascism and you Nazis come? Do you ever realise what that generation done? Your fellow countrymen saved your Britannia from demise. The very ones they fought against, you know why the lies. We're marching on our streets and you're knocking on our doors, looking for a mandate to settle our score. The far-right propaganda in the run. The rise of Phoenix from the ashes of a Berlin suicide. Let a Phoenix from the ashes of a Berlin suicide. Let a Phoenix from the ashes of a Berlin suicide. So we talk about inequality, we're talking about loads of different people, marginalised people. This is a song about a section of our community are marginalised. This is a song about the plight of the travelled people. I am a traveller man, and the people have been travellers since time first began. I'm a horse in the covered wagon, my family by my side. I've been grazing the long acre, I've been travelling far and wide. J'ai mon marché là, dans son espace là. She's a finest traveler girl, tell her where to show. And we're dead at tender and Galway, up into Ballinasloe. A traveller with a hostess help was a place to go. And we sold the old Lemurium, swamp carpets for old pine. But the years go by and the travelling life gets harder all the time. There's a haunting places gone, oh those friendly doors. We draw fresh water from the wells, and we sell paper flows. Now it's guards, jailers and JCBs, they're all big boulders in, and our temporary dwellings are prohibited. Innocent little traveller children, they're begging on the streets, and my sons and daughters on the way, and I'm lying in my bed. Try to dull the hurt, the pain, rejection has imposed. Travelers are not welcome here, but there's no place left to go. My name is Johnny Connors. I am a traveller man. I've taken everything that they've thrown at me. Now I'm going to make a stand. There's a song that June asked me to do. I wrote this song about just people through the years that I've met actually. Everyone's got a story, as we know, and that's where the song came from. And when the day comes when we do win our independence, there's a wee bit of things that we need to sort out, I believe, in our society. And I know it is a lovely and a brilliant country, and the people are brilliant. There is a little bit bad about our country as well. So this is a song that I wrote about a little bit bad. And one of the reasons I wrote it, I was down again in the Royal Mail. It seems to be the Royal Mail that inspires me. But it was at the time, I don't know if you remember, there was a thing called the Homecoming. So where people from all over the world came to Edinburgh to celebrate being Scottish, or their ancestors were Scottish. So there was a big march up and down the Royal Mile, and there was all these American people, New Zealand people, Australian people, whatever. I remember these American people all dressed in kilts saying it's great to be back. So that gave me a wee inspiration to write it as well, and I just thought about people that I've known through my life that I've managed to actually get away from where they're from, and we don't really want to go back. It's called Best Left on the Shelf.
Yo.
From a city called the Northern Light, she ran away from a home of violence to where they said the streets were bright. The young man left his hometown, for no longer could he face the ways of ignorance and indifference towards him for being gay. They don't sing the folk songs, oh there's so much long to return to the places or the homes they first belonged. The fond recollections or romantic tales to tell, just bitter memories best left on the shelf. Brothers join the army ever sent to Iraq. They say it's better dodging bullets than to be junkies on the smack. The family where they can't take could not afford the rent. An extra room and a high rise with more asbestos than cement. They don't sing the folk songs, oh there's so much long till they turn to the places and the homes they first belonged. The fond recollections or romantic tales to tell, just bitter memories best left on the shelf. My father went job seeking for a work of any sort, but when they read his postcode, no was all he got. The mother took her children from the estate where they reside. The tower blocks are hopeless, our people cast aside. They don't sing the folk songs of how there's so much more to return to the places and the homes they first belong. The fond recollections of romantic tales to tell, just bitter memories best left on the shelf. Just bitter memories best left on the shelf. Best left on the shelf. Left on the shelf. There's a song that was inspired by, sorry for the bad language, see you later. Margaret Thatcher. It's like seeing Macbeth in a theatre or something. Well, when Nelson Mandela was released from captivity, she declared him as being a terrorist. And then the right-wing media also declared, when he passed away, declared him as being a terrorist as well. So it inspired me to think about different people through history that have stood up against tyranny and oppression, and eventually they did take to arms. But because of that, because of no other option, they were called terrorists. So this is a story about my interpretation of why they might have resort to that kind of thing. So it's called The Freedom Fighter.
Yeah.
First I saw the hooded men and the burning crosses. I was a boy back then. The white supremacists, they terrorized me. They lynched my father from a sycamore tree. So yes, I took the violence, lived by the sword, was my way till I found my Lord. Malcolm X, Geronimo, freedom fighter, Nelson Mandela, William Wallace, James Connolly, and whatever else injustice will always. First they trespass on my land, my defense took a stance to place my people in the reservations, suffer death and disease and starvation. When every promise the blue coats broke, with 300 braves I led in a vote. Malcolm Don't call me a terrorist because I refuse to see my people oppressed and displaced because of their colour, their culture, race. I will not be silenced, will not be contained, whilst people suffer for another man's gain. I drove in from my land with the unjust ways of their king's command. But along shines he sent a vengeful force, 10 times our numbers, heavy horse. On Stirling Bridge we routed them, and the river ran red with the blood of men. Malcolm X, Geronimo, freedom fighter, Nelson Mandela, and William James Connolly, and whatever else injustice, they will always believe. With my comrades, I rebelled. I was executed in Count Mayhem jail. But a martyr I became. I lit the fire, I flew the flame. For a people's struggle for liberation. Free your country from foreign occupation. Malcolm X, Geronimo, freedom fighter, Nelson Mandela, William James Connolly, and whatever else injustice, there will always be me. Malcolm X, yes, a lot of fat, Che Guevara, Nelson Mandela, William Woods, James Connolly, and whatever else injustice, there will always be me. Always be me.
Hey! Wonderful.
Yeah, just in terms of Bobby and Gerry, I wrote a song as well, just after the referendum.
Right.
And it's a tribute to the 45. It's also a song that's trying to say to people who maybe thought they made a mistake to come and join us, because we need more than the 45. We need to encourage these people to come over and reach out to them. So this is called Come Join the 45.
Yeah.
Stand proud, but conscience clear. We did not yield to that project fear. their propaganda, their shameful lies. The mask has slipped, no more in disguise. For social justice, prosperity, to rid our country of the scourge of poverty. We stand together, united we rise. We're on a 45. The torch is lit, never shall it die. Come join the 45. An end to trident and them illegal laws. They kill and they're dying for the rich man's cause. An end to Westminster elite history, Etonian ways of greed and ridicule. So come and join us, or shout us to the world. Strength and numbers, our country shall prevail. We're on a 45. Stand together, united we rise. We're on a 45. The torch is lit, and never shall it die. Join the body blood. Till the rocks they melt with the sun, we shall press on till the day is won. Till the locks they run dry, will not yield till the dream is realized. So come and join us, or shout us to the world. Strength and numbers, a Scotland shall prevail. We're on a 45. Stand together, united we rise. We're on a 45. The torch is lit, never shall it die. Come join the 45. Come join the 45. Join the 45. Join the 45.
Go!
I'm going to invite Bobby and Gerry back up. We're just we're going to do 2 or 3 songs just to finish off. And once again, thanks very much for coming along, and big thanks to Tommy Sheridan as well for coming along hosting for us.
Yeah! What is it?
James Conley first.
Oh, one. You guys took it.
So this is my song, The Footsteps of James Conley, that Tommy mentioned earlier. As you probably know, James Conley was born in 1868, just round the corner in the Cowgate. A 100 years before they saw the light of morn, and Edinburgh's Cowgate, James Conley was born. The streets of Little Ireland were his home for many years, from the Westport to St. Mary Street, you feel him very near. Oh, how I love to walk the footsteps of young James Conley. Oh, how I love to walk in the footsteps of that great man. In 1911, to Belfast he came to organise the union, the women and the men. The Orange men and bishops, they were most terrified to see Catholic and Protestant marching side by side. Here's to his non-sectarian band, marching through Belfast for the union's demand. The 500 scorn the old orange tricks and the ancient Hibernian stone bands. Oh, how I love to walk in the footsteps of young James Conley. Oh, how I love to walk in the footsteps of that great man. The national question was clear in his mind. For an Irish republic, the workers must rise. Revolution was needed, reforms would never do. The number of counties would be 32. Oh, how I love to walk in the footsteps of the young James Conley. Oh, how I love to walk in the footsteps of that great man. So if you're walking through the Cowgate this dark and lonely night, remember young James Conley, keep the flame alight. The social and the national, he swam in both those streams. For a socialist republic of Ireland was his dream. Oh, how I love to walk in the footsteps of young James Conley. And oh, how I love to walk in the footsteps of that great man.
Go!
This next song is written by a man called Eric Bogle, who is from Edinburgh. And
Peebles, I think.
Peebles, and then sung in Edinburgh. Could have actually sung here.
Sorry. I used to love these.
Born and bred in Peebles.
And then he came to Edinburgh and he became a folk artist. And he wrote this next song. So the story goes he was picking grapes in France and ended up at a war grave, a war memorial. He sat down beside a war, one of the graves, and it was called, the gravestone was of Willie McBride.
Yep.
So it inspired him to write this song, and it's called The Green Fields of France.
How would you do, and Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sat here by the graveside and rest for a while on the warm summer sun? Walking no day long, I'm nearly done. I see by a gravestone we're only 19, and you join the very fall 1916. I hope you died quick, and I hope you died clean. Willie McBride was slow and obscene. The people from slowly, spit the fire lowly, the sound of their march, as it goes, you know. The man played the last post, the chorus, the pipes where the floors all fall.
Soldat, gingst du gläubig und gern in den Tod? Oder hast du verzweifelt, verbittert, verroht, einen wirklichen Grab nicht erkannt bis zum Schluss? Ich hoffe, es traf dich ein sauberer Schuss. Oder hat ein Geschoss dir die Glieder zerfetzt? Hast du nach deiner Mutter geschrien bis zuletzt? Bist du auf deinen Beinstümpfen weitergerannt? Und dein Grab birgt es mehr als ein Bein, eine Hand. Ja, auch dich haben sie schon genauso belogen, so wie sie es mit uns heute immer noch tun. Und du hast ihnen alles gegeben, deine Kraft, deine Jugend, dein Leben.
Young Willie McBride, I can't help wonder why those that lie here know why did they die? Did they really believe when they answered the call? Did they really believe that this war would end wars? And all the sorrow and the suffering and the pain, killing, the dying, was all done in vain. Young William, I'm afraid it'll happen again, 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 again and again. It may beat the drum slowly, the beat a fight lowly, in the sound of death march as it lowered you down. And with the last pulse and chorus, did the pipes play the flows of the forest? Pipes play the flows of the Okay, we're just going to finish off with a song. It's called Independence Day.
Yo!
It's something that we'll hope and dream for.
The year friggin' you think?
2018.
Yeah.
So if you know the words, please join in the chorus.
Okay.
So artistic license, I've changed one word which makes it up to date. So it makes it actually post-referendum rather than pre-referendum, although I did write it pre-referendum. Because what I say now is with still my yes badge on,
Yeah.
rather than with my yes badge on. That's it, the song's totally changed. Born again. Here we go. Just like to thank everyone for coming along and also the musicians. All of which have CDs for sale after the show. Buy a CD. Walking down the road today, still my yes badge on. Stranger, he approached me to tell me I was wrong. Said I was a dreamer, let him have his say. I said, yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of Independence Day. When a day comes around, call me will for sure. We will have a country where all can be assured. Nation of equality, fairness and respect. And the government we vote for is the government we get on Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of Independence Day. Well, I'm no anti-English, no the Irish or the Welsh. I'm just dreaming of a country that distributes wealth. Down to the people have opportunity to make the change, lift themselves from the tax of poverty on Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of Independence Day. Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of Independence Day. Well, I know that I am fortunate. I know we love my aunt. Compared to those in Syria or in the Palestine, I'm just dreaming of a country one day we'll be free to determine our own future.
nation and people's destiny on Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of an Independence Day. Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of an Independence Day. Independence Day. Independence Day. Walking down the road today, still in my job. Stranger, he approached me to tell me I was wrong. Said I was a dreamer, let him have to say. I said, yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of Independence Day. Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of Independence Day. Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of Independence Day. Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of Independence Day.
Yes! Wonderful! Amazing!
Brothers and sisters, we set them up, we said to them they had a high bar to reach. You reached that, let's see. Absolutely brilliant. Please put your hands together again for Gerry, for Sarah, for Bobby. If there's one thing that's absolutely certain, if you live to your 200, you're not going to get another night with the value that you got tonight.
Correct.
That's for sure. Let's get out there, brothers and sisters. Let's try and bring some of these words of these beautiful songs to life. Let's try and fight for our Independence Day. And when we're feeling down, when we're feeling we're not getting the progress we might like to, and the time scale that we might like to, bear in mind the words of a man that was talked about tonight that we should maybe perhaps remember a bit more. Our reward will be the laughter of our children.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for coming.
Thank you so much.